Hi Yvette, thank you for your question. I decided to make a short video discussing part B of this problem. So please review this video and let me know if you have any questions. Part B asks us to figure out how far the ball travels horizontally before hitting the ground. In order to figure out this answer, we can draw a quick sketch. So this is a parabola and it's opening downward. So when the ball hits the ground, it's at 0 on the x-axis. So we want to figure out the distance from the starting point, which is the origin, to the point where the ball hits the ground. So this distance right here can be found by taking the positive x-intercept. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the x-intercepts of this equation, and then our answer will be the positive x-intercept, since the ball can't be a negative distance. In order to find the x-intercepts, we're going to use the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The value for a is the number in front of the x squared term, and we take the sign with it. So that would be a negative 0.5. B is the number in front of the x term, so that is 2.7. And C is the constant term, which is 8. So we'll plug these values into the formula. So we have negative b, which is negative 2.7, plus minus the square root of b squared, so 2.7 squared, minus 4 times a, which is negative 0.5, times c, which is 8, and that's all over 2 times a. We're going to work inside the square root first. So the first thing you want to do is square the 2.7. 2.7 squared is 7.29, so we have 7.29 minus, and then we're going to multiply 4 times negative 0.5 times 8. When you do that, you get 16, a negative 16. And then that's all over 2 times negative 0.5, and when you multiply those two numbers together, you get negative 1. Now we're going to simplify the value underneath the square root, so we have 7.29 minus a negative 16. When you have minus a negative, these negative signs turn to positive signs. So this becomes 7.29 plus 16. And again, we're just working inside the square root. So 7.29 plus 16 gives us a value of 23.29. And again, that's all over negative 1. Now, using our calculator, we're going to take the square root of 23.29 to get a decimal value. So when you take the square root of 23.29, you should get 4.825971,405. And if you need help using your calculator, please email me the model calculator that you have, and I'll show you what buttons to push to find that answer. And this is all over negative 1. Okay, so to solve this problem using your calculator, you want to break this up into two different calculations because we have two answers. The first problem is negative 2.7 plus 4.825971,405 divided by negative 1. And then the second calculation will be the minus. Okay, so when we do negative 2.7 plus 4.825971405, we get 2.125971405. Now we want to divide that value by negative 1, so it's going to make that value negative. So our final answer for the first calculation is negative 2.2 when rounded to 1 decimal place or the nearest tenth. So this is our first answer for the x-intercept. Now our second answer is found by subtracting these two values and then dividing by negative 1. So negative 2.7 minus 4.825971405 gives us a value of negative 7.5259711405. When we divide by a negative 1, we get a positive because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So this gives us a positive answer of 7.5. And again, that's rounded to the nearest tenth, which is 1 decimal place. Since this problem talks about the distance that the ball will travel, we want to take the positive answer, since the distance can't be negative. So our answer, our final answer, is going to be 7.5. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I hope this helped.